huge amount of work, and a lot of people were heavily involved. Volunteers on every Wednesday night turn up, and the core staff and all the residents in the local community helped in a huge way to bring the golf course back.
I'm involved in the club, I suppose, since it opened in '94, and I came on the committee in the old club in 2001, and in 2008 I became captain of the old club, and then it closed, as you know, in 2010. In 2012 we tried to take it over. We got together and they asked me could I organise a voluntary group, which I did. It was 40 of a group on the Saturdays, and on Wednesdays we had a group of about 40, as I say, with 4 tractors and trailers in picking up grass and going from strength to strength, and people were more than delighted to come on board, the volunteer workers, and we did a buzz around the place. You know, it was very, very good.
When I was asked to be lady captain in 2000, and the end of 2012 in fact, I was absolutely delighted. It was a huge privilege and a challenge that I've absolutely enjoyed. It was obviously very hard work when you were setting up a new club. And a lot of hard work was attached was to reapplying to the ILGU for affiliation. And I must say that the ILGU from the very...
We took over the place in August 2013 when the golf club first began, and Johnny did all the work here because it was very run down. And in August 2013 we had a big meeting and we started the restaurant and the bar. We have great support from the local community, and our restaurant and bar caters for a lot of the families in the area and the surrounding areas. And the golfers, both men and the women, are a great group to support the restaurant, which we need. We do a lot of parties.
Big menus to cater to everybody. We do oriental food, international food, steaks, everything. We cater for everybody. Kids menus. We do Sunday lunch and a special menu, and we do as well early bird from 5 to 7 every day, from Monday to Fridays, and we cater for big functions.
A hurling fan myself, so to see something like that is great.
So Peter Clossy out in the course now as well at the moment. You'd have a few things to talk about if you bump into each other.
We would indeed, Peter and the ins and outs of the front row play. But no, not just Peter. I mean, you've got other guys there who've made the effort to come out. And I think that just goes to show how good club South Liberties is, and to be a member of the parish here, like, it's great for myself.
Ray, you've just been out in the course here at Ballyneety Golf Course. It's a fantastic place.
Lovely. It's great for me too. It's great to play a new course, you know, and particularly when it's for a club that has the same colours as my own club. And you know, it's a great day to meet people and meet friends that you haven't seen for a long time.
Days like this, Golf Classics, First Out Liberties for GAA clubs, it's so important that is the Legends Golf Classic, and certainly I'm surrounded by them right now. Christy Roach, Johnny Murta, Nicky English and Niall Quinn. So Nicky, you're having a good old round so far.
Not really, to be honest with you. I'm a little bit better than Christy, but that's about all.
I was watching you there in the ninth now, and you all did alright.
Yeah, not really that good, but it's okay. It's a lovely course and lovely day, so we're enjoying it.
Niall, a great way to spend a Friday afternoon.
Yeah, absolutely. Great company as well. Our caddies are all minor hurlers and for the county, and all the rest of the scenes, you know, playing senior hurling as well, and we're getting as much fun with them as we are with the girls, to be honest. The lads are tough on them, saying they're not leading the puts properly and stuff like that, you know, but it's good. They're great lads, and having a bit of the ball out there, it's good.
Johnny, fundraisers like this, they're great for clubs like Nicky. As a GAA man yourself, you know the importance of fundraising for location.
That's fantastic, yeah, and the lads will tell me the story of it, that it nearly went for a while and that the members all came together and they got some investment in, so it's great, yeah. It really shows you what can happen when people come together, good things happen, and it's a terrific golf course. I too remember South Liberties playing. My father used to bring me to all the club matches years ago, and that's where I first came across, you know, the likes of Joe McKenna and Pat Hartigan and his brother and stuff, and I think many people know the story, but the first autograph I ever got in my life was off big Pat Hartigan and Joe McKenna, so that'll tell you, you know, there's a link in there somewhere, the GAA and my family, and so to come down here and be part of the club's days, it's great.
Incredible. Christy, when you were asked to be involved today, I'm sure it's something you were very proud and delighted to do.
Yeah. It was a long time ago, but we had a fabulous day out there. Fantastic golf course. My first time playing it. Playing with a lovely team today. We had a terrible front nine. Not a good back nine, but we had a lot of fun out there. And played everyone really well.
organised course in fantastic shape. Couldn't be better. So look, if anyone couldn't enjoy that, it's their own fault.
Oh, and how did it go for you, Ogie?
Great, thank you. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, it was great. We had all the old hurling footballers of the past. But as Owen said, I haven't played a course either before. Smashing course, very enjoyable. And great to see so many players we played with down through the years. And it was a great day for South Liberties and a great day for the golf course.
The fun.
The golf legend, Baz.
I would think so. But I played with three lovely guys, three local members here. Most enjoyed with Kira. I'd love to come back in that company again. They were lovely guys to play with.
So perhaps swapping the hurley for the putter.
Yeah, just, the pains and aches have caught up now, Kira. After all the bills, meeting up those Limerick fellas that I played against over 40 years ago, Pat Hartigan and Grimes and those fellas. So, but it was lovely to come back, and great idea the way the day was organised, and full compliments to John Leamy for the initial idea and the support he got from the members of the club. And the whole culture of the course here now is, a place you'd love to come back to again and again.
Well, that's brilliant. Well, hopefully they'll bump into you. I don't know if they'll keep me here in case I do damage to the green, but certainly it's a beautiful place.
There's a lot of fellas to keep you here.
And I think I'm going to have to give it a bit of a go for myself. Yes! This is Liam, a fantastic day for the club here with the South Liberties Legends Golf Classic.
Yes, we're delighted to welcome Irish TV here to Ballyneety. This is a wonderful golf club, and we're delighted also that South Liberties have their golf classic here today. So many legends, especially GA legends, and people from the horse racing community and people from the soccer community. Niall Quinn especially, we're delighted. Marty Morrissey was here, so lots of legends, and we're delighted with it. Spectacular golf course, built 21 years ago, opened 21 years ago tomorrow by Albert Reynolds, and the circle has come around, and it was closed for a few years, went into liquidation with the former owners, but they, in fairness to them, they put a great product together, and it just, bad luck at the time, just went into liquidation, and we were determined then that we would resurrect it, and the whole community, I suppose they missed it when it closed, and then they came back and were fully behind us. All the residents around, there were 110 houses on the golf course, and all the houses in the community itself all rallied behind us, and we're absolutely delighted with the finished product now here today. Particularly pay tribute to my two colleagues, Donal McSweeney, our golf pro, and Miney O'Brien, also, who, I suppose the three of us were just determined that it wouldn't slip away from us, even though it was closed. We were determined to plough on, and here we are today with over 700 members, going from strength to strength. It's just spectacular countryside. It's 183 acres, and part of the estate is a former Croker's estate. And Boss Croker was quite legendary person in the village itself. There's a little story told about him when he was on his deathbed, and his son said to him, Dad, you're going to go to a better place. And he looked around and he said, I doubt it. And that term, I doubt it, says Croker, has gone down in the annals. And in fairness, the architect who designed the clubhouse, this kind of glass enclosed clubhouse, it's spectacular, and it's kind of rising up from the environment, and it's beautiful. And it complements the golf course as well. This golf course was designed by Des Smith, Ryder Cup vice captain. So it's a spectacular course.
I am delighted to be lady captain of Ballyneety Golf Club. It is a great honour, but it is also a great challenge. Now I have a great committee behind me, and an awful lot of the members of the committee are ex-captains and ex-presidents, so we have a wealth of experience. But I suppose our biggest challenge is to redefine the roles and to get everything working in synchrony and smoothly. I suppose another challenge would be to pass on the experience which is there to newer and younger members of the club. And as the ladies' club grows, I think that we will have a great future.
I am captain on the 8th of December 2014, and to date my role as captain has been made very easy by the full support of all the members. It's been a fantastic honour for me and my wife, Maura, and my 3 children to be captain here. And we get a huge support every weekend for our weekly competitions. The amount of members that play is phenomenal.
and better as the months and years progress. Well, I'd like to extend a warm welcome and invitation to anybody coming home on holidays or from afar in Ireland to come and play golf here, and they may feel more than welcome any time they wish to come.
When the course closed in 2010,